everybody, doing a little something different in the wood yard today. So I rented this chipper over here. If y'all can see this. I rented this chipper and it chips up to 6 inch in diameter sticks of wood here. So I have already tried this out. I've never used one before. I've already tried it out just because I didn't look like a complete idiot on video, and I know I could edit it out, but so I just did one run there on some branches, and some of this wood was rotted, so it's not perfect mulch by any means. It does a pretty good job, but this is what I'm going after. All this stuff, this used to be a burn pile before my parents bought this property, and the previous owner paid a couple of guys to come out here and babysit this burn pile for a few days until it was completely out. And I don't know, I just don't feel comfortable doing that yet. I'm in the middle of the field right here, and it's away from trees. I do not have a bucket or a grapple on the front, like a front loader on my tractor, so it's difficult for me to till up around the perimeter of this pile here. I just don't want to get out of control. I don't have a water truck or anything like that. I'm sure you guys on YouTube can do this in the middle of a forest, like outdoors with the Morgans. I mean, he's incredible, but I just don't feel super comfortable yet doing that. I do have a rear loader, 3-point attachment on the back of my old Ford tractor, and yeah, I could certainly till this up around the perimeter here. I have a disc that I could put on it and till it up, but I still just don't feel super comfortable doing that yet. So I thought I was going to burn this a couple years ago when I started doing this, and now it's just a big mess, and it's kind of a big eyesore in the middle of the field here, close to my beautiful wood over there. And probably wasn't the smartest thing to put, seasoning firewood pretty close to this pile, especially if I was going to burn it. But I knew that I was not going to burn that, so that's why I started putting the wood out here. Anyway, so I'm just getting this debris off of this pile, moving it over here, and then chipping everything. So I'll have a lot of mulch. I'm not sure what to do with it yet. I'm gonna ask my parents if they want anything with it. I mean, I typically use pine straw at my house around the beddings and flowers, things like that. Anyway, so just getting a little bit of this done. I'm gonna take a little video of me doing this. And like I said, by any means, I don't really know what I'm doing. I'm just learning. This is the first time I've ever done this. I don't know if you want to stare at this pile the whole time. You'd rather look at me, or maybe not. This is the first time I've ever done this. This is a Bandit Model 65 XP. If y'all can see that. That's what that is. This seems pretty easy so far. I got the rental place, gave me a little quick rundown, and I listened about as much as I could, which is about 30% of what he said. And so, this is kind of what I'm doing. I got some rotted stuff, got some stuff. All this stuff is dry in here. I mean, 100%. I mean, it could be laid on the ground in there, so it could be wet and it's rotting, but I don't have any green wood in there at all, any green limbs. I did that a couple of years ago. And so anyway, I'm gonna put y'all on the tripod, and it'll be a fun time. Hopefully I don't die. So if this is the last video I make, so I can upload it once they find it on my phone. And it was nice making videos for y'all for a little bit if I get sucked in there. Anyway, see what happens. All right, that at least give you an idea of what I'm doing out here. Just shredding it pretty good. Decent. Got some sticks in there, random sticks here and there. That's not bad. I'm just gonna move all this over with my rake to one side and just keep spitting it out in the same location. That way I can hopefully fill up my dump trailer here and move it where it needs to go. I am done with the pile, and now we can either take my bush hog on my tractor and mow this stuff down. There's a couple of stumps in here. I mean, there's a massive log right over here. Stump that I'm gonna have to get out of there. I think it's a cherry log. Anyway, so we'll probably have to knock it down with my bush hog, and then we can mow over it. But there is a couple of stumps in the ground, and I do not have a stump grinder. That will need to be removed in there. And here's what I chipped up. Pretty nice. I started working on this huge pile over here, but I'll probably just leave that like it is. I had that chipper for a day. So I got some cedar in there, some pine, southern yellow pine, some oak, and let's see, what else do I have in there? Cherry. That's pretty nice stuff. I got a little bit of everything in there. A little bit of everything. This is a 5x10 dump trailer. So I actually enjoyed doing that. It was nice to do something a little different for a change.